At 9:17 p.m., a call was placed. The number was familiar, used often, dialed without hesitation. It rang once, then twice, and then it connected, not to voicemail, but to an open line. For 23 seconds, the connection held. There was no clear voice, only faint ambient interference, as if the call had reached somewhere, but not someone. At 9:18 p.m., the call ended. Nothing about it seemed unusual except for one detail. At the exact moment the call connected, the receiving phone had already been powered off for over an hour. No signal, no network presence, no battery activity. By all technical standards, the call should never have gone through. And yet it did. The caller, Daniel Okoye, had a consistent call pattern with no history of anomalies. The recipient, Adiz Nwankwo, was known for predictable phone usage. On that day, her device was last active at 8:03 p.m. At 8:06 p.m., it registered a clean manual shutdown with 42% battery remaining. There were no signs of malfunction or forced power off. From that moment, the phone remained inactive. Yet at 9:17 p.m., Daniel's call rang and connected, lasting exactly 23 seconds. Telecom records confirmed it was a completed call, not a redirect to voicemail or an error. This created a contradiction. A powered-off device had somehow accepted a call. Investigators first verified the call through carrier records. All timestamps aligned perfectly. Switching logs confirmed the call reached what the system classified as an answered endpoint. This meant the network believed it had connected to a live receiver. However, forensic analysis of Adiz's phone, recovered 2 days later, showed no activity after the 8:06 p.m. shutdown. No reboot events, no intermittent signals, and no temporary power on. The device had remained completely off, eliminating the possibility that it briefly came online. Attention then shifted to the network routing. Calls typically pass through multiple nodes before reaching a device. If the endpoint is unavailable, the system redirects the call, often to voicemail. But this call did not follow that path. Instead, engineers discovered a deviation at the final stage. The call had been redirected to a secondary endpoint associated with Adiz's number. This pointed to a forwarding rule. While call forwarding is common, no such setting was visible on her device. Further investigation revealed a hidden carrier-level configuration. A conditional forwarding rule activated 48 hours before the incident. It specified that if the phone was unreachable, calls would be forwarded to another number. At 9:17 p.m., her phone met that condition and the system executed the rule. The secondary number was a prepaid line, unregistered and recently activated. Location data placed it within a short distance of Adiz's apartment at the exact time of the call. It received the 23-second connection, with no audible response. This revealed that the call had not defied the system. It had followed it precisely. The anomaly was not technological, but intentional. The forwarding rule required account access and authentication, meaning it had been deliberately set. Tracking the number showed minimal usage, but revealed one critical detail. The SIM card had been used across multiple devices, each change logged with location data. One location matched a known associate of Adiz, a man who had previously handled her phone during a repair. This gave him both physical access and potential access to account credentials. The case shifted from a technical mystery to a calculated manipulation of telecom systems. The call that connected was not a glitch, but a trace. It exposed a hidden routing path and revealed that someone had engineered a way to intercept calls meant for Adiz. When Daniel placed that call, he believed he was reaching her, but instead, he reached a system that had been altered to redirect him. The phone itself never answered. The network did. That 23-second connection became the key piece of evidence, transforming confusion into clarity. It showed that even when a device is off, the systems around it can still be manipulated. In the end, the phone was off, but the truth still answered.